One of my dream amps for the longest time was a Fender Princeton Reverb, which cost anywhere from $1,000 to $3,000. And after trying it countless times at the Guitar Center, I finally decided to get it, only to return a couple weeks later. There's nothing wrong with it, but I discovered this $100 guitar software from this company called Newer DSP that accurately recreates these $1,000 amp tones with just my laptop, specifically the Mateus Asado plugin, so I decided to do that for now. I'm not sponsored by them, but they do have discounts several times throughout the year that gets the price below $100, so look out for those. But let me show you how it sounds, how to dial in some good tones with it, starting from clean rhythm tones to distorted lead tones. So I want to start with this awesome shimmering clean tone that sounds like... super cool. This kind of sound really comes from this clean pink amp that we got here. So this plugin comes with 3 amps. There's kind of this clean amp, and then we kind of have a crunch amp, and then a distorted amp. But the real magic here lies in this fun echo and reverb section. Essentially, we have a delay or echo effect that syncs up to the project tempo of 105 beats per minute with quarter note delay time that goes like... Then we got some nice reverb on top too to make it sound more shimmering. We can actually also turn up the delay and the reverb both more to kind of emphasize that heavenly sound. Like... sounds a bit too much in my opinion, though this super heavenly sound works really well with volume swells like... If you're interested in learning about different notes and chords you can play with volume swells, or even how to do a volume swell for a cool sound, check out this video where I go over simple to advanced examples from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Another cool clean tone is this awesome compressed tone that sounds like... super sterilely clean and sonic-y. And it really comes from this compressor pedal we got on the pedal board section of the plugin, my favorite section. Super laser focused sound that really makes the details stand out and cut through. I can also exaggerate the compression effects and make it sound more like... Each note just has so much punch to it. One thing we could do too is to add some sort of wavy sound effect, like... really beautiful. So here I'm turning on this modulation pedal with a tremolo effect for this wavy kind of sound. But there are other effects we can apply here too, like the chorus. A kind of heavenly sound. We can also exaggerate it by increasing the intensity. Super interesting. The chorus effect also works really well with the doubler. Now for a nice, crunchy, overdriven rhythm tone, we can add a little bit of this clean OD1 overdrive pedal to the compressor for a sound like... just beautiful. It's like a very edge of breakup type sound that really responds to our playing dynamic. The softer we play, the cleaner it sounds. And the harder we play, the more distorted it gets. One of my favorite tones for sure. We can also just turn up the gain for a more distorted sound overall, like... Next, I'm going to show you my favorite Overdrive lead tone, which sounds like... So here we switched to using the middle crunch amp versus the pink cling amp we were using before. But what really gives it that buttery tone are the other pedals we use on top. So here we not only turn the compressor pedal on, but we also turn the other two overdrive pedals on. So this first overdrive pedal gives it a nice like just clean boost. But adding that second overdrive pedal in really helps add that heavy fuzziness to round out the tone. There also allow settings we can play on the distortion pedals to make it more fun. For example, here we turn the gain all the way down on both pedals to make sure we get that focused tone that cuts through. But we can go more wild by turning the gain all the way up. Another cool feature we can play around with to achieve this focused buttery tone is this EQ section. So basically, I turn this right knob, the low pass filter, pretty much all the way down, so it prevents or blocks any sound above a certain frequency from coming through. So it's very focused, and then we also cut a lot of the high and low ends while boosting mids for that focused mid-range buttery tone. So here's what it sounds like without EQ. And with. Sounds way more focused and buttery. Now for a more Guitar Hero-y kind of distorted lead tone, we can use this third amp on the plugin, which sounds like... This is what's known as the Japanese geisha or artist amp. It's an extremely sensitive high gain tone, so makes it great for fast picking like... Though this kind of Guitar Hero high gain tone is definitely more suitable for a guitar with humbuckers versus my single coil Strat, so like guitar like Les Paul, since my single coil Strat just cannot handle high gain tones very well. There are plenty of other tones I didn't show off in the plugin, and there are plenty of other newer DSP plugins too, but I find the Mateus Asado one to be most versatile in terms of getting the exact tone that I want. If you're interested in learning about other underrated guitar gear to improve your playing, check out this video where I go over 7 guitar purchases under $30 that really made it easier for me to play a guitar. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks.